So I still have to do 4 more videos, but this one is for week 6. So basically, I'm a part of for my internship. I am doing it's called a group and the group is called Whatcom County Sheriff's Citizen Academy. And basically, in this group, we learn a lot about what our local um people of various different departments throughout our county and what they do, and they inform the public about how they operate, but also basically give the public and those involved in the group and more of a basically a knowledge and information about what they do. And they basically tell the public that. And for week 6, I got to visit the local jail, and I got to do a tour with various other members that are involved in this group. And I learned a lot about our county jail, and there was a lot of very useful information that was given out. And this was basically a jail tour for week 6, and something that I found very interesting is that like our county has a set amount of beds, and not only that, because of how they operate, and what I saw was that basically there's a lot of people, and the jail guards or the correctional officers, they seem really worked, and the people who are in these harsh conditions, or just the people doing the time, some of them, they seem very like mentally off. Some of them, we were walking by, and this guy just started going off, and I kind of just was in shock, because this isn't really what you see on a daily basis for your typical person. And like the person in charge said, that this is not a petting zoo, and this is very like important, because we're not here to see these people. We're here to learn about how this facility operates, and how those in charge are overseeing this whole operation or jail. And because of that, I did was kind of I'm interested in a career like that, and I think that it was a lot to take in the first visit. I saw a lot. Some of them were just seemed interesting, and it was crazy, because it seems a lot for one person, and it's interesting how the average person wouldn't be able to do a job like that, because you have to have the knowledge to be self-aware and see what others don't. And another thing that I thought was interesting in this tour was, like I said, this was a jail tour. We got to see various other parts of the jail. We got to basically see the area where they feed the inmates, the basketball court. We also got to I got to physically walk into a cell with various other members. I thought that was very interesting. And basically the confinement they're in, there was a lot of graffiti on the wall, and I just think that it's very interesting how that works, but also how our county is in very desperate need of a new facility to house people. Ours is very like old, but it works. And another thing from this jail tour that I guess what I want to talk about is that um, I'm very thankful for those who work in a jail facility, from the correctional officers and the sheriffs. These people, they come from all walks of life, and like the guy in charge who was doing our tour said, that their job isn't to basically punish them or judge them. They're just here to make sure that they do their time, and make sure that they behave while they're in there, and not violate their rights. And I thought that was very important. But another thing that was shocking to me, that kind of made me sad when I was in there, but was that how he talked about how like someone working that in that kind of environment, it's not if they're going to see someone, it's like a matter of when they will walk in and come across someone dead. I thought that was very sad that someone will go through that, and how these people can see a lot of things, and how this can affect a correctional officer's mental health, and why it's very important to have some sort of system in place for these people who see a lot of things that your average person, and basically one of these people who are serving time might be your neighbor. So it is very important to treat these people with respect, and also not punish them, because you're here to basically oversee them and make sure they're doing their time. And I thought that was a very good jail tour. I learned a lot, and I saw a lot, and it was a lot to take in one day. And I'm grateful that I went, because like I said, I learned a lot, and I'm more thankful for those people who are in these positions of correctional officers, but those who also work in that environment, from the care staff to any other role, and for their work that they do. And it is a lot of work, um, especially like I saw one person transporting, like, he probably had like 5 people with him, or 4. You are very outnumbered, but anyone will come and help you. But it's just I guess what I want to talk about, or wrap it up, is these people and their sacrifice for our community, and it really takes a toll on a person, and you have to be tough and mentally sharp for a job like this. And it was really interesting and fun to basically see what our officers do in a jail cell and how it operates, and to make sure these people have their rights respected, and make sure that the boundaries of the jail where nothing's going wrong. And there's a lot of documentation that takes place, and I thought that was very interesting and was a great tour overall.